this might be the most fucking terrifying movie I've ever fucking seen. Like, there's a good number of scary horror movies, but like truly fucking terrifying, like that's really fucking, like, maybe The Exorcist. That's not even a good example because it's been like fucking 40 fucking years now since it's came out. Actually, almost 40. It's not 40 yet, but like, there's 40 years for people to get like immune to that. But like, fuck, this is like one, like, this is now the easy answer for that. Like, what's a terrifying fucking horror movie? The Conjuring. It is fucking soul-searingly fucking terrifying. I mean, and I'm really happy about this, because like, I'm kind of getting back into horror. Because me and horror, we've kind of had like a separation. Not a divorce, but like a separation over the last couple of years. Like, the last horror movie I went to see in theaters was the Omen remake in 2006. So 7 years I haven't seen a fucking actual horror movie in fucking theaters. But to be fair, like, yeah, the Omen remake is a fucking atrociously fucking bad movie, but I have some really fond memories of that, because boy, that was like the first time I ever seen an audience just turn on a movie and it become like live action interactive Mystery Science Theater. And I still remember the point where the entire audience turned. It was when the nanny was on top of the roof and she was like, "I do it for you, Damon," and she fucking jumped and hung herself. Everybody laughed. Everybody in the theater fucking laughed, and that was it. Like from that point on, people just started like throwing shit at the screen, booing loudly and obnoxiously, fucking just, riffing on the fucking movie. My favorite thing I did, like, I fucking started yelling at the projectionist and trying to have conversations with them, and at one point I was like, "Stop the movie! Stop the movie! Someone has clearly replaced the film with shit." That is, like, the only fucking explanation, because this is not a movie on the fucking screen right here. And then, after, like, that fucking crap came out, like, fucking the torture porn subgenre fucking got, like, a boost again, and I was like, I don't fucking care. Like, I didn't fucking care about torture porn in the 90s when my friends showed me. It's like, you gotta watch these guinea pig fucking movies. It's like, ooh, a dude finds a fucking mermaid in a fucking sewer and uses her pus to paint pictures. Ugh. I'm sorry, I don't like the fucking torture subgenre of fucking horror. It's just not my fucking cup of tea. And then fucking, on the other hand, you had fucking shit like Paranormal Activity, which just, it's fucking dumb to me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go see that shit. That's not to say there's, like, not some good fucking, like, movies. Like, The Descent was fucking pretty good. But again, it's not like a movie I'm like, I need to see that in theaters. Yeah, I need to see people walk around in the dark for fucking, 90 fucking minutes. Yeah, let me do that. Although, to be fair, you could fucking describe aliens like that. So I defeat my fucking... Let me talk about the fucking Conjuring. I'm honestly fucking kind of stalling, because I saw this fucking Saturday night. Like, yeah, it's like, hey, let's go catch a late showing of the Conjuring. It'd be, like, it will add to the ambiance of seeing a horror movie if we go see it at night. Huge fucking mistake. So, part of the thing I'm going to have to talk about with this movie, and I'm going to talk about it first, is the fucking audience experience. Because this is one of the main reasons you should go see this in a theater, is people are flipping the fuck out. And that's one of the reasons I got interested in this movie. Because there's like 2 horror movies that have interested me this summer to the point where I'm like, I want to go see them in theaters. One of them wasn't The Purge. The Purge looked fucking dumb. That looked like it had a great premise. You could do some things with that, but the execution just looked fucking really bad from the trailers. the main one that's kind of got my attention is You're Next, because that's basically The Strangers, but with a twist, where one of their victims in the home invasion thing is an even more psychopathic monster than they are. So I'm like, that could be interesting. That could be really interesting. You could do some things with that. I'm curious. And I've heard some good things out of like film festivals it's already premiered in. But it's going to have its like theatrical premiere in August. So looking forward to that one. And then The Conjuring, one, because of how people are freaking out, but the actual fucking backstory on it is there's two things. One, the actual like it's based on true events because it's following the people who are most famously known as being the people who investigated the Amityville Horror. There's actually a mention of the Amityville Horror at the end of this movie, and it kind of like, I'll be honest, if that's where this is leading towards, like they're gonna make a series following these people, because like I looked them up. Like they have like a whole bunch of fucking like different things they've investigated, and like the 70s, something about the fucking 70s and like weird occult shit, it just fits perfectly. It really does. So like at the end of the movie, like after they kind of solve everything, they're like, we got some there's some weird shit going on in fucking Long Island. Should we go investigate that? And it's like, interesting. But the main reason people are flipping out is this movie was shot to be PG-13. They specifically wanted this movie to have a PG-13. So they shot it no nudity and limited blood. This got an R because it is, quote, and this is the MPAA here, it is psychologically traumatizing. So when I see that, I'm like, I have to fucking see this movie. Because one, I have to support the fucking company and the director and the producers who are like, you know what? Even though we were going for a PG-13 and we could probably get a PG-13 by making a less scary fucking movie, fuck that noise. We're gonna release this and make it as fucking, it's gonna be as fucking scary as we fucking made it. Even if it does have an R and will maybe, in the long run, hurt us. But it's not. Like, this fucking movie is making fucking money hand over fucking fist. It's already made back double its fucking budget. So I'm like, ooh, you could do the fucking Amityville fucking sequel. Because, like, the fucking Amityville movies fucking suck. Let's be honest here, people. Like, the original Amityville movie wasn't that fucking good. Let's be completely fucking honest. Yeah, the sequels and remakes are obviously fucking horrible, but, like, the first fucking movie wasn't that good. So I could totally get behind them doing a fucking Amityville Horror remake in the same vein as this movie, because this director, he fucking gets it. He fucking gets that the main thing in a horror movie, and especially supernatural horror, is mystery. It's not so much what's on screen that is scaring you. And, like, there's a lot of fucking scary, terrifying fucking imagery in this fucking movie, don't get me wrong. But they give you glimpses. It's the same shit with Jaws, and why Jaws works perfectly. Because you don't fucking see the shark every fucking 3 seconds. And it's not jumping at you every 3 fucking seconds. It's like you see a fucking fin here, a tail there, maybe a tooth or fucking something, and then boom, you fucking, at the end, you get the fucking money shot of the fucking shark eating the fucking boat. That's what this fucking movie does. Like, they fucking, they'll fucking, like, distract you with something, like something will be pulling in the fucking foreground, and you're like, oh shit, what's gonna fucking happen with that? What's gonna happen with that? And then in the background, you just see, like, a fucking ghostly nurse with her fucking, like, arms slit fucking open, but it, like, flashes by, like, in 3 seconds, like, what the fuck was that? So, like, that really fucking just, like, they fucking get it. They fucking get it. That, like, look, fucking, whatever the audience fucking comes up with in their fucking minds is infinitely fucking more terrifying than anything we can fucking put on the screen. Because if we do that, if we let the audience fill in the blanks, we scare everybody. We get everybody. And fucking kudos. And, like, they don't cheap out. There's like 2 fucking jump scares in the entire movie, and they're both in the fucking trailer. And they don't use fucking... And again, they don't take the fucking cheap way out like so many modern horror movies. Like, oh, let's make everybody unlikable because of, eventually we're gonna fucking kill them off anyways. No, like, they realize if you make likable characters, it increases the fucking horror the audience feels. Because it's like, shit, I like this person. I don't want a fucking creepy ghost doll fucking thing to possess her. Like, shit, I don't like this. I feel bad. So, yeah, like, fucking... Like, just, like, this is a really great fucking made fucking, like, horror movie. And if you're a horror junkie, you really deserve... You owe it to yourself to see this. Now, getting to the other part, and I mentioned this earlier, of why you should see this in theaters, is audience reactions. The audiences are going nuts for this movie. Like, in my screening, this is how it fucking started out. First, we see the people coming out of the show and before us. They're all ghost fucking white, silent. Nobody's fucking talking. Everybody's just looking forward and just fouling fucking out. It's like, So I thought that meant, like, is the movie that bad? Really? Shit. So then we go up to the door. We get our tickets. And we go up to the theater. On the door to the theater, they taped a little fucking piece of paper that actually warns. It basically just says, this movie is psychologically traumatizing and emotionally traumatizing. If you feel the need to leave the movie, leave the movie. Fuck it, it's given, there's warnings plastered on the fucking door. So it's like, I was like, fucking gimmick. Fucking bullshit. What is this? The 1950s? Are there gonna be like fucking glow-in-the-dark skeletons in the fucking rafters and shit now? Fucking, suck my fucking dick. So then the movie actually starts playing, and I'm starting to be like, But then the audience started losing it. Like, fucking... People had Bibles. Fucking... Like, people brought Bibles to, like, shield their fucking faces with. Like, fucking, like, some kind of, like... piece of fucking lead. Like, the movie was radioactive. Like, One dude in my row had fucking rosary beads and was fucking praying during some of the really fucking scary parts of the movie. Fucking a dude behind me jumped and screeched so fucking much, like fucking gummy bears went fucking everywhere. And I'll be honest, I fucking ate the gummy bears that landed on me. Like, fuck you. I don't have to justify myself. Gummy bears are fucking delicious. And they're free. Like, fucking free terror gummy bears. Plus, like, look, I needed the gummy bears. I needed to be reminded that there was still good in the world. It's like, oh, gummy bear. I don't care if you're fucking, like, green apple, the worst fucking gummy bear flavor ever. Just take me away from this. One woman screamed so much she fucking vomited. Which, like, I'll never fucking forget that sound of just somebody screaming through vomit. Really fucked up sound. The people were running out of the fucking theater. Like, it's... Like, this... It really is... This is how audiences must have reacted in the 70s to the fucking Exorcist. Like... That's a real reason if you're a horror junkie. Even if this movie isn't scary to you, you owe it to yourself to go and just watch the fucking audience. And watch an audience just gripped by pure primal fucking terror. So, after the movie, we come out, fucking like the audience that came out before us. Nobody's fucking talking. We're all fucking ghost white. By this time, it was really fucking dark outside, so nobody wanted to be the first one in the parking lot, just in fucking case, you know? So then fucking we were driving back, like every time something was weird was on the side of the road, like a box or like fucking a mattress or something, like like my sister would almost swerve off the fucking road because she'd be so fucking freaked out. And then when we got home, it's like I couldn't fucking go to sleep for a couple of hours. I finally did go to sleep towards dawn, but just for extra precautions, I did keep the light on. And I went to fucking bed with this. Because, you know, if I'm going down, I'm going to go down swinging. Swinging and crying. You know, like, please don't fucking eat me. If I don't fucking say on this movie, fuck. It's fucking terrifying. It really fucking is.